Hi everyone. So if you're like me and you love to travel but you don't have a lot of money, here is how I travel on a budget. Okay, so number 5 is let your pictures and your videos be your souvenir. Do not get caught up in the tourist trap. How many times have you gone on vacation, you see something great while you're on vacation, you purchase it, you bring it home, and you're like, why did I purchase that? So save your money, but invest your money in a good camera because you're going to let your pictures and your videos be your souvenirs. Also, if you're carrying one bag like me, who wants to lug around a whole bunch of stuff that you really don't need? So if you want to save money, the one tip that I have for you is just bring a good camera, take some great pictures, take some great videos, and those will be your memories. So that's tip number 5. Okay, so number 4 is use local transportation. So avoid the taxi, avoid the super shuttle or any kind of shuttle service, avoid transportation dedicated just for tourists, and travel like the locals. So this requires you to do some research in advance, but you can save lots of money. So whether you're traveling within a city, between cities, or between countries, try to travel like the locals travel. You will save some money or a lot of money. So that is number 4. Okay, number 3, try minimalism. So minimalism is not deprivation. It's basically just focusing on things that make you happy, make your life worthwhile. So it requires an understanding of who you are, what you're passionate about, what you want to accomplish in your life. And then you start to focus on those things and you get rid of all the other things that are distractions. So practice minimalism. So you see this little background here. You don't really see any furniture because I don't have any furniture. So what do I want to get, like some fancy furniture, or do I want to travel? Do I want to have a brand new car, or will my used car suffice? Do I need cable TV? No. I'd rather spend that money or spend that money on travel. So think about minimalism, which is essentially just figuring out what makes you happy, why you're here, what's your purpose in life, and focusing on those things and getting rid of all the things that are distractions. And oftentimes it's material stuff that you don't need. We accumulate to try to satisfy some kind of need, and really it's about just tapping into who you are and figuring out what really makes you happy beyond buying stuff all the time. So if travel is what makes you happy, then your energy is focused on travel. Is living a healthy lifestyle, is that, if you're passionate about that, then you focus your time, energy, and your resources on that. So so that's tip number 3, is if you can figure out what makes you happy and focus on that, you will devote a lot of your energy and resources to those things, and you can sort of get rid of the things that are taking you away from that. So my passion is travel. My passion is living as healthy as possible based on the knowledge that I have at the time. So that's what I do. My time, energy, and resources is dedicated toward that, and I can sort of get rid of things that take me away from that space. So that's tip number 3. So number 2 is related to number 1, but I'm going to focus on number 2, and that is stay someplace where you can cook your own food. If you're vegan, vegetarian, if you're on a special diet, it's so important that you have a place where you can prepare your own food, where you can go to the grocery store, purchase the items that you need, come home, and cook your food. Typically I like to prepare a breakfast, and I also like to have a place where I can prepare snacks to take with me during the day. So where do I typically stay? that is tip number one. This is probably like my biggest tip, and it's like really popular now. But number one, in regard to saving money, is I typically stay in an Airbnb home, and I've been doing that for a few years. And when I started traveling, of course, I stayed in hotels, and then I started staying in hostels. And I realized before Airbnb got big, is that I could basically pay the same amount of money staying in a private home as I could staying in a hotel. In addition to that, I could prepare my own food. So I am saving a little bit of money by staying in Airbnb. And also I get to prepare my own food, so I'm saving additional money, so I'm not going to a restaurant every single meal. And I get to prepare my breakfast, get to bring some snacks, and oftentimes I prepare my dinner at home, so I'm out during the day, I eat out for lunch, and then I come home in the evening and I prepare a meal in the evening. So essentially I'm only spending money for lunch. So that is the number one tip, is Airbnb is a lifesaver. And if that's not for you, if you prefer to stay in a hostel, and if you're a traveler, you should know about hostelworld.com. That's the other resource that I use. So if I'm not staying in a hostel, I'm staying in a bed and breakfast. So those are the five top ways that I use to travel with very little money, travel on a budget. So I hope that's helpful for you.